Why did I write a kid astronaut training manual? Why did I write a training manual for kid astronauts? There's no such thing as kid astronauts, and we're not sending kids to space, right? Right? Except that's not the case. We are definitely sending kids to space. It's starting to happen, and there's really three or four nations that are in the running: the United States, Russia, India, and China. Those are for sure the heavy hitters who could possibly send students to space. The fact of the matter is, one nation is going to be first. Students think about this all the time. They think about the impossible. As grown-ups, we have a superpower to give students permission to imagine the impossible. Telepathy, telekinesis, levitation, a world and a future worth having. Everything working out for everyone all the time without harm to anyone. Those are impossible ideas. That is where the whole thing starts. What I want is a world and a future worth having. I've got kids, I got grandkids. I want them to have an amazing future. Our responsibility is to give today's students permission to imagine that world. And that's why I wrote Mike Mongo's Kid Astronaut Training Manual, because imagine this. Imagine kids in space. Imagine kid astronauts. When I talk about kid astronauts with grown-ups, oh my gosh, it is like arguing about the weather. We are about to send kids to space. All the other kids in the world are going to want to go to space. The funny thing is, all of the innovation that we've discovered in space is also leading to the solutions we need in order to perpetuate society and civilization. Solar energy, rechargeable batteries, digital cameras, GPS, all the cool stuff. Stuff that has saved lives. Amazing things take place off planet. Tomorrow's jobs are definitely in space. And I get to talk with students about that. So I've written a book for kids who want to go to space today, Mike Mongo's Kid Astronaut Training Manual. And I'm giving them permission to create a world in the future worth having. And a world in the future worth having is a goal worth pursuing. A massively transformational purpose that changes a billion people's lives in 10 years in a way that benefits all of us. Give students permission to imagine themselves living, working, and playing in space. Space is the great unexplored territory. Space is mystery. Space is wonder. Space is the unexplored Mount Everest, the deepest place in the ocean that no one has ever gone. Something even cooler than quantum physics. How, as a grown-up, could I not want that for today's students? That's why I wrote Mike Mongo's Kid Astronaut Training Manual. I had to make an announcement video, by the way. Like, you write a book, you have to tell people, oh, written this book. There was a student, the one I was, who, oh, cool. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. That's a fun game. This is going to be my video. And I know it's not good enough, but it's a start. And we have to start somewhere. As grown-ups, we know there's every reason in the world to believe it's not going to work out, unless you're a young student who believes that everything is possible. And that version of myself lived within me, helped me write the Kid Astronaut Training Manual with all the different friends and experiences that I brought to the table. Even cooler than that is all the stuff that students taught me along the way. I now get to share as a veteran astronaut teacher, a person who has put people in space, who has trained people that went on to become astronauts, flown astronauts, a person who's got to work on people I worked with going to space's flight team. I mean, my people know of a student that this fits. It would mean the world to me if you gave them the permission that I grant them in Mike Mongo's Kid Astronaut Training Manual. Pow, pow, pow.